So good afternoon, everyone. As you know, my name is Maryam Bey, and I am the host of television. And as I always start out with my show, I always say, I'm so excited. I guess I need to rename my show, I'm so excited. Okay, so because I bring on some of the greatest guests on the show locally. And today I just want to remind everyone again, as I have been saying for the last 4 shows, that we are now broadcasting from the Akawaba Gallery here in Newark, New Jersey, because the studio that I was broadcasting in, they closed down. So now we are broadcasting from this beautiful gallery here in Akawaba, the beautiful Akawaba Gallery. So my guest today is a brother who is in my book. And as I have mentioned to you all for the last couple of shows, I've written a book. This is my first book, and the book is called Broken Spirit, Let It Go So You Can Grow. And it is about my 17 years working behind the walls and in the prison system with brothers and sisters. And the majority of the brothers and sisters that I bring on are those that I have met in the prison system, and they have become testimonies of success. So I'm excited about having Mr. Stokes in my book, and he's going to tell you his story, and you'll understand why I had placed him in my book. So, Mr. Stokes, I want to say to you, welcome to television.
Thank you, Ms. Bey.
And we have a history because we go back about maybe 11 years or so.
12 years.
12 years, something like that. Yeah. I met you when you were at Delaney Hall, where I was a case manager.
Yeah.
And you were on my caseload for about
5 times.
It's 5 times? Okay.
The last one was the winner.
The last one was the winner.
Okay.
Okay. And so, why don't you tell the audience something about yourself?
Oh, well, I'm a Newark resident, grew up in Newark, New Jersey, and Scudder Homes, this projects I grew up in. Scudder Homes assist Mercer Street, Lincoln Street, Broome Street, Howard Street. Those are all the projects that was around it. So I grew up in the projects, and it was a little difficult, but it was the project's life. Like when you're growing up in the hood or whatever, certain things you have to deal with. And one of the things I always tell people, when you grow up in the projects, what you pay attention to and agree with becomes a part of you. So what I paid attention to and agreed with was the lifestyle at that present time. Mm-hmm. So at that present time, growing up, I was bullied, stuff like that. And so as I got a little bit older, I wanted to be a drug dealer because that's all I seen around me was the drug dealers and the pimps. And we was on welfare, so I ain't had no money to get no sneakers and all that type of stuff. So I wanted that type of stuff, so that's what got me into the lifestyle.
Right.
Me not knowing that the lifestyle was going to take me as far as it took me now. Because like I said, one thing about me, I go all in with whatever I do. I go all in. That's why I'm right here, right now.
Right.
Because whatever I do, I put 100% in. Mm-hmm. Even if it's negative, what it is, I always give it my all.
Right.
So during that process of ignorance, man, as I got older, I ended up with 58 arrests, been down twice down Stokes, not Stokes Falls, I've been down Stokes Falls when I was juvenile, down Leesburg, New Jersey. I've been down there twice. And I've been in Delaney Hall about 7 times, been on your caseload 5 times. So during all that time, I was in my addiction. My addiction lasted 17 years. I was homeless for 11 years of them 17 years.
Right.
Living in Penn Station, sleeping in the hallways down High Court. And it was just hell,
Well, the beauty of all of this, everything that you're saying, is that whatever it was that you went through, you grew through it.
Absolutely.
And that's the purpose of life. You cannot tell your story if you haven't been through this story. That's right. There's a lot of brothers and sisters who've been through your story. So how did you end up coming to Delaney Hall the last time?
The last time, like I told you, I was still not loving myself. I hadn't seen my family, none of that. So I was living in this hallway on 9 Hawkins Court, down Hyatt Court. And there's a little boy his name was Sincere Samir. He stayed on the first floor, I'm at his mom's. I used to go to the store for his mom's every once in a while. So I was living in that hallway. I had my comforter in that hallway and everything. So one day his mom's had cooked dinner. She cooked some oxtails, some macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and Sunny Delight. So she gave it to him to bring it in the hallway to me. So he came in the hallway. At that present time, they was calling me Hustle Man. You know, every hood got a Hustle Man.
Right.
I was a Hustle Man down there.
Right.
So he came in the hallway and he was like, yo, Hustle Man, can I sit down and talk to you while you eat? I was like, sure. So we sitting there and we talking and everything. He telling me about school and all that. And we talking. So then he asked me a question. And he was like, Hustle Man. I said, what? He said, nah, you a good dude, man. You got a good heart. I said, well, thank you, Samir. So then he asked me, he said, so why you smoke crack? And he just kept asking me, Hustle Man, tapping me on my shoulder, Hustle Man, answer me, why you smoke crack? And I had no answers for him. Like I had no answers for him because I've been doing it for so long. I didn't even know why I was still smoking.
Natural.
Yeah, I didn't even know why I was still smoking it for so long. Mm-hmm. So, you know, he gave me a hug, told me everything was gonna be okay, and he went in the house. And that was July 29th, 2012. I mean, and I ain't been high since that day. Like he knocked everything out of me that day. Just from saying that, you know. And he told me everything was gonna be okay, right. You know, and I believed him, you know.
This out of the mouth of the babes?
Out of the mouth of the little kids. Because, you know, the Creator gonna try to talk to you in all types of ways.
Yes.
But I wasn't listening, you know what I mean? But he knew one thing about me, I love the kids. The kids down the hood. The kids, they know the real you. Like, they didn't call me a crackhead or none of that. They always called me Hustle. They always showed me love. They even sung little songs. They like, every day is Hustle.
Yeah, because you like to dance.
Yeah. So they loved me, you know what I mean? Because I always took them to the ice cream truck. No matter what I was doing, I always still showed them some love, and they always showed me some love.
Right.
I guess that kept me from losing my sanity at that present time.
Right.
You know, them showing me the little bit of love they did. So when I left there, I went and turned myself into the East District Precinct. That's in the Ironbound section.
Yes.
I left out that hallway, I walked up to the East District Precinct, and I turned myself in. You know, I told them like, I was tired of running, tired of doing this life. I just want to get my life together. One of the police officers, he got up, he went and looked out the door because he thought somebody was chasing me or something.
But you was turning yourself in.
Because they've been trying to catch me for the longest, they couldn't catch me. So now I'm turning myself in. They're like, yo, is something wrong with you? Yeah. But I turned myself in. That was one of the best choices I ever made in my life.
Yes.
So when I came back to Delaney Hall, and I just happened to be back on your caseload again.
Yes.
So I told Ms. Bey, I said, Ms. Bey, give me all that literature you got, whatever I need to do to get right.
Yes.
Let's go.
And you sure did do that because when you left the last time before it came the final time, I was doing a series on the laws of attraction.
Yeah, I still got that.
And you still
I still got that.
And so
I still got all the literature you gave.
Right. And so then I have to say, you know, I always have to tell the story about you, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know which one I'm getting ready to say, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when the first time you came on my caseload, you had 4 teeth in your mouth? Oh, it was 3. 2 at the top, and I think 1 at the bottom?
Just 3 at the bottom.
Oh, it was like, right, okay.
Weighed 110 pounds.
110 pounds, right. And so then I said to you, I said, Mrs. Stokes, not being disrespectful or anything, but I need to ask you a question. And what I loved about you, you always had a nice attitude, always respectful. So you said, go ahead. So I said, so what's the purpose of the 3 teeth in your mouth?
Yes, you did.
I said, I just need to know, what is it holding up? Why is it there? And what did you say?
I gotta get it done. They just did. Like they all fell out. Because when you getting high and you messing with cocaine and stuff like that, that corrodes your teeth. You know,
yes.
And it eats everything away.
Right.
And at that present time, I didn't care anyway. I only had 2 purposes in life. One was to eat, and the other one was to get high. Those were my 2 purposes in life. That was it. That's all I cared about.
And what I like about what you said, there was a saying that you said, if you chase this hard, running after crack or something,
that's right.
You can chase this hard to get your life together.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what you did.
Absolutely, because I got high successfully every single day.
Right.
Every single day. You know
right,
I mean?
right.
You know, so when I got clean and everything, I knew I had to go even harder, you know, to get my life together, you know, because I didn't have my family in my life. You know, I had no place of residence, you know, I ain't had no address. You know, I didn't even have knowledge of self. You know, I was in there like butt naked. You know, I know a little bit about me, but I ain't know what took me so far. Right. So when I got in there, my whole purpose was to find out how I got there, why I'm here, and how I can avoid not coming back to here and get myself together. That was my whole purpose when I was in there the last time I came in.
Yes.
Because in Delaney Hall, they got a lot of sayings and stuff on the wall. Think.
Right.
You know, your mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Attitude is more important than fact. choices. You know, I never seen all that stuff last time when I was in there.
Because you wasn't there.
I wasn't.
You were physically there, but you weren't there.
No, I came in straight for oil change and tune-up. That's it.
Right, exactly.
Come in there, get my weight up, work out, and run back out to do the same thing. Because I knew I was going to do the same thing.
Right.
But this last time I went in there, I knew I wasn't going to do the same thing.
Okay, and so now after you went through that, I mentioned to you, I said, while you're here, while you're at Delaney Hall, take advantage of the medical part of it so you can get your teeth.
Yeah.
And so when I left Delaney Hall, right, I said to you, I said, Mr. Stokes, when you come home, come and see me. And you said that you would do that. Mm-hmm. But prior to you doing that, before you left, you started coming with me when we were doing the lectures at Delaney Hall. Yeah. And then you started doing the morning meetings on your own. Mm-hmm. Because you were, and I believe the reason why you were just so successful with it was because you started finding you. Absolutely. And what your purpose was. Absolutely. And then when you were transferred from Delaney Hall to go to another halfway house, the day that I came, after I left Delaney Hall to work for the city of Newark, mm-hmm. I came back to Delaney Hall to do lectures and everything, and you were coming out and you said, Miss Bey, look at me, because I didn't recognize you. I know. And I said, what? You said, I got a new grill. Got that new grill.
Yeah, because you can't, like, me getting my teeth fixed was soon I got to the halfway house, like, it was like imperative that I get that done. Because soon I got in the halfway house, I only had one bag. I set my bag down, told him I need to go upstairs to see the doctor. They was like, for what? I said, because my mouth is hurting. I need to get my teeth fixed. I can't eat, no nothing. So they let me go upstairs. Went upstairs, they made the dentist appointment. I was at the dentist's office 2 days later.
Nice.
I was ready because I knew when I got out that I was gonna have to be going on interviews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So nobody don't want to talk to you with your breath stinking and you ain't got no teeth in your mouth. You spitting on them while you talking and everything.
Exactly.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
No,
we ain't doing that.
Right.
So I knew I had to get that right, you know.
But while you were at that halfway house, you were also doing your own lectures too, right?
Yeah, mm-hmm. Because when I got to the halfway house, it's a 2-part program. It's 6 months inpatient, and then it's 6 months halfway house. Like, I could have left there in 6 months, but I know I wasn't ready. You know, so I said I want to go to the halfway house because I was homeless. So I said, I'm not coming out without my own apartment. I said, I'm not leaving this place without keys to my own apartment. So when I got there, when I got in the halfway house, I started working at Outback Steakhouse. I started working there. So the program has certain stages you can go through in it. Right. They got a houseman, they got people who do different things. And at the very bottom of the list, it had a group runner. Okay. So all the information and all the groups I had done with you and all the information you had gave me, I knew it could help me. Right. So I told them, I said, listen, I ain't, no disrespect to your program, but I ain't come here to be no houseman. I didn't come here to do none of that. I came here to get my life together. Right. So they was like, well, we're gonna put you on restriction. I said, well, put me on restriction because like I ain't come here for that. Like I come here to get some help. So they was like, well, what you wanna do then? I said, well, y'all let me be the group runner. So I started running the groups in there, and they had like an A house, a B house, a C house, and a D house. Started off, the first group I did, it was like just C house. It was like 15 of us. Mm-hmm. Within a week, man, I had like about 65, 75 people sitting in on my groups from the other houses because the information that was given to me, I was freely giving it back. Right. You know what I mean? Because it was information that we needed.
Right, exactly.
And I know to help.
And